When we're young, we have an amazing, positive outlook about how great life is going to be, but somewhere along the line, we forget to dream and end up settling. Join Up Dots features amazing people who refuse to give up and chose to go after their dreams. This is your blueprint for greatness. So here's your host, live from the back of his garden in the UK, David Ralph.
Yes, hello. Good morning, everybody across the world. Good morning across the world, and welcome to an episode of Join Up Dots. This is a mini-series. This is what we have been doing over the last few weeks. So if you've come onto this and you can see it's how to start your own business part 3, and you think, what's this about? What's this about? What craziness is this? Go back and listen to episode 1 and episode 2 before you listen to episode 3, and it will make sense. But basically, for those of you that have been following along right from the very beginning, one of the things that I've been seeing time and time again over the last few years of Join Up Dots is people keep on coming through to me going, I really want to do something, but I just haven't got an idea. I just haven't got a clue. I just don't know. I'm trying my hardest. So I just thought it would be nice in audio form to actually document my process of finding your thing. And it does take some work. It really does, because what you're trying to do is break down, 20 years, 30 years of your life of just coasting through, living, gaining experience, but not kind of documenting it. And I was saying to somebody the other day, wouldn't it be great is from the word go, from when you were a small child, every time you love something and you think, I'm really good at doing this, that you jot it down. But of course you don't. You just sort of move on, you go through your schooling, your exam systems, and then you think, gotta get a job. And more often than not, we just go into jobs that kind of look all right for us. We don't give it much thought about, am I really going to love this? Is it going to rock my world? And so in this process, we have been moving you through that. So I'm not going to go back too much over episode 1 or 2, but if you have been following it, first of all, you would have been working on yourself, looking at the things that you really love. And it could be things online, offline. It could be things that you like watching on the TV, movies you like, because within those, there's going to be themes. There's going to be things that you can group them together and you can go, oh, I'm actually quite creative. I didn't think that. Or, oh, I like being outside. Or actually, I love data. I love spreadsheets. I love information and manipulation of information. And then we moved on to episode 2, where we were looking at actually taking the things that we're now finding that we love and going online and having a look around and seeing if we can find what other people are doing within those areas by taking that list of jobs, and the example that we did was jobs outside, and look for what other people are doing. Now, by that time, you should have quite a list of jobs that people are doing and things that people are working on daily. But it doesn't mean it's going to be right for you. Oh, no, it doesn't. And why is that? Why is that, my young Padawans? Well, more often than not, there's certain things that you're going to be able to naturally do really well and things that you can't do as well. And one of the problems, again, is we kind of overinflate the things that we can do well and underinflate the things that we can't do well, or we do it the opposite way. It's whatever person I speak to, they either come to me and they don't sell their talents, or they undersell their talents. It's strange. It's strange why we do that. So what we need to do, we need to look at those jobs that people are doing, and we need to start thinking to ourselves, do I have the skills to be able to do that? I know it looks amazing what that person's doing, but do I have the skills to be either start doing that job, or can I take what that person's doing and build it myself, which is the great way of doing it. Creating an online business is where the money comes, and it really does. So what you need to do is, once again, another exercise. I didn't say it was going to be easy, did I? And if it was easy, I wouldn't have these information-based questions that people send to me going, David, can you tell me? Can you tell me how I can find my thing? So what I need you to do now is, the first step of the process is start talking to people and say, when you think about me, what do you think, what do I do really well? Can you think what I do really well? Is it obvious what I do really well? And start jotting down what people say to you. And then start looking at those things and thinking, okay, of those things, are there things that I really like doing out of that stuff or not? And one of the best ways of doing this, away from actually talking to people, is quite simply going to you can go to Amazon, and it's called Strength Finders 2.0 by Gallup. And what it is a small book with a psychology test behind it. And it's about, I don't know, $20 or something. It's not a lot, and it really is insightful. It's one of the books that I always recommend people to invest in and go forward with. And you get a book, and it gives you about 178 questions. You go online as well, and you get a special code, so you can only do the test if you bought the book. And you go on and you answer these questions, and they're all very similar. And you sort of vary between, yes, I'm really like that, or I'm not like that, or I'm really like this, or whatever. And it's about 5 different questions on each. And you only have a certain amount of time, so it's very much gut feeling. And as you proceed through, you start to think, I think I've answered this already. Isn't this the same question? But they pose it in different ways. And at the end, you get a brilliant 5-stage process of your strengths. And what this actually does, not only do they tell you what you do really well, but they show you exercises you can do to increase those things you can do really well to super talents. Because if you can make these into a super talent and then start building a business around them, you feel like you're never working. Honestly, it's the way forward. When I did mine, I came out futuristic, which is very join up dots, where I spend all my time saying, you know, you can do this. This would be brilliant. This would be amazing. Why don't you do this? And I was always the person when I was younger to say to the guys, don't worry, I'll sort out the holiday. Where should we go this year? Don't worry, I'll do it. Everything was in the future. I was always encouraged and infused by what was round the next corner. And the next one was communication. Very big in join up dots, because if I can't communicate, then I'm not going to be a very good podcaster. And you might say, but you're not, David, you're not. But I'm trying to develop and getting better and better at it. And the last one, I think, was personal development. That the last 2, I can't actually remember what they are, probably Activator or something like that. And so Strength Finders 2.0 is, as I say, an amazing test where you can start looking at yourself. And also, there's another test that you can go online, and it's the personality traits. It's finding out how you actually operate. And there are different personality types. I come out as the Joker, where I like to have fun. I like to enjoy myself. So once again, by doing these online tests and bringing this into your research on yourself, to your super talents, you can actually start finding even better businesses, better jobs, or better online roles that not only play to your strengths, but play to your personality type as well. You know, on Join Up Darts, I love to have a laugh. I really enjoy myself. And I love to turn the microphone on and start talking to you guys. And it's not hard. And hopefully, you know, it sounds enjoyable to you because I really love it. I really love it because it plays into my strengths and it plays into my character type. And it's become very profitable because of that. So you not need to do the work on yourself. So as I say, first episode was very much about looking at loves, likes and hates and trying to work out what you really love in life. Then looking for themes within that to go online and start Googling and looking for jobs to do with those things that you really love. And believe me, no matter how good you are, you will not believe how people are earning their income online. I still am blown away by some of the really kind of amazingly stupid things that people are making a lot of money on and just having a great time as well. It's out there for you. But if you've always been in an office or you've always been doing a certain type of job, it's very difficult to be really creative and go, okay, I can do this, I can do that. That's why you need to do your research and start looking around and jotting down ideas and seeing what other people are doing that you fancy. And then now, We need to get your super talents and your strengths. There's no good going, I really fancy that, if it doesn't play to your strengths at all. It's just going to be a slog. We need to get you playing to your super talents in an environment that you're going to love, that plays to your personality, and then boom. It's just easy work. It's easy work. Takes a while to get there, but by focusing in on the things you enjoy doing, as Jim Carrey always says on the show, and that's why I play it almost every episode, then you can move forward with confidence, knowing that you're on the right track. Okay, so that is episode 1, 2, and 3 completed. The next episode is going to be taking that and then stepping back into the research to look for, is there money there? It's no good trying to create a business if actually it's just fun. We need to know that it's a commercially viable venture. And once again, that's quite easy to do, but you need to know your thing. So if you've jumped into episode 3 and you've listened to the end, don't start here. Go back to episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and you will follow through my process. But I work with all my clients, getting them to understand where their focus should be. And once you get it, you go, my God, David, I should have seen this years ago. But of course, you can't see it until it slaps you in the face like a wet cod. Until next episode, have a great weekend or day. I'm losing track of what day it is. We're coming up to Christmas very, very quickly, so this show should be going live before Christmas. But I'll see you again soon, okay? Look after yourself, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye. So you've now listened to the podcast, and are you interested in creating your own business? Because creating an online business isn't too hard, as long as you do the research and you get the foundations in place and you have a strategy. Well, over the last 5 or 10 years, I've created multiple online businesses and cemented that information by interviewing so many people through Join Up Dots, and now I have a 4-stage strategy that can teach you how to do the same. Create a business that will bring income into your life, create freedom, and say goodbye to the alarm clock and the boss forever. Now, this is a 30-day program that I personally take you through, giving you all the steps that you need to do before you get to the stage of actually creating your business. You're pretty much guaranteed that the business is going to work as long as you put the effort into it afterwards. If that's of interest to you, then just go over to the Join Up Dots homepage and click on the 30-day course. There's a video of me, and you can just send a message through to me saying that you're interested, you want to register on the next course, and I will personally connect with you and talk you through it to make sure that you are fit for what I'm able to teach you. If that's of interest, as I say, go over to Join Up Dots, the 30-day business course, and I hope to speak to you soon.